Massob seeks U.S. intervention. Massob seeks U.S. intervention to return Nigeria to indigenous ethnic nationalities, dismantle current structure. The movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra, Massob, has called on the United States government to return Nigeria to our indigenous ethnic nationalities, insisting that the country's current structure is responsible for persistent violence and ethnic tension. In a press statement signed by its leader, Uche Namado, the group expressed appreciation to U.S. President Donald Trump and some members of the U.S. Congress for what it described as drawing international attention to alleged systematic ethnic genocide against Christian-dominated communications in Nigeria. Massob alleged that organized Fulani terrorist groups are responsible for widespread violence and persecution, claiming that the intervention of the Trump administration and certain U.S. lawmakers had helped spotlight the plight of affected communities. The international community's recognition of the ongoing atrocities committed by these terrorists is a significant step towards ensuring justice and protection for the innocent victims, the statement read. The group said it stood in solidarity with efforts by U.S. political actors seeking accountability for violence in Nigeria and urged the international community to pressure the Nigerian government to take concrete steps to end the violence and prosecute those responsible. Massob also called for deeper engagement with the United States and other global leaders to pursue what he termed a permanent and lasting solution to Nigeria's long-standing challenges through peaceful and lawful means, including the application of the United Nations principle of self-determination for indigenous people. Citing historical precedents such as internationally supervised political settlements in the former Yugoslavia, the group argued that a similar self-determination framework for Biafra would provide a pathway for peace, stability, and coexistence. The separatist organization further contended that Nigeria's formation by British colonial authorities amalgamated diverse ethnic nationalities into what it described as a contraption and maintained that restructuring along indigenous ethnic lines would address recurring issues. Successive Nigerian governments have consistently rejected calls for the secession or the breakup of the country, maintaining that the nation's unity is non-negotiable. It is non-negotiable. We are ready. Okay, let's hope that they will listen, but I don't know. I don't know what the US will do. Everybody has been calling them to come, help us, save us, do this, do that. But I don't think Trump is ready for that. After one way they says, it be like say, once the UK's money don't go down, so he needs additional oil well. As Abubakar says, so Igbos are going back to Togo. Which Togo? Apinse says, divide Nigeria into 8,000 countries for peace to reign. Achua says, outside Yoruba and Igbos we know where the Fulani come from. Prince Adam says, which one is Massob again? So who can be IPOB? So you don't know Massob. Oh, Massob has always been there too. At Ikcha says, Massob still exists. Well, obviously they are. Massob have been around long before IPOB. In fact, Nnamdi Kanu was formerly a member of movement of actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra, founded by Ralph Obazuike. Peter says, imagine them just wake up. Mamo says, we must enjoy that mineral. Together we own it. Action says, it baffles me when particular ethnic seek independence, but it go dey pain another ethnic. They don't like them. They still don't want them to go. Waiting they stop, like, what exactly is stopping me? If I'm surprised, like, you don't like these people, but then you don't want them to go. Why? Are you not a tormentor? That's what it means. You are tormenting them because how can you not like them and then you are holding them hostage? Really, it baffles me too, Sean. It does. My counterfeit says, if it is not IPOB way, I don't any group can do it better. They are consistent and they are highly corruptible. No freedom fighting group in history of Nigeria has been formidable over a decade. Others will shout and they will settle them as pipeline guard, while the others is speaking with both sides of his mouth. That's a fact. They are trying. Timon says, as always, follow the money and the minerals to figure out the equation. Nora says, prior to the European advent, we don't know the history of Igbo. That's why there is no authentic history of Igbo. So who is the indigenous nationality? Emmanuel says, where is this one coming from? The Utelia or another person? I don't know. Abdulkarim says, ask your forefathers who dismantled the existing arrangement of the regional government after independence. Monica says, nothing like Massob. What we should have and believe in is IPOB. Well, I know that there's been Massob too for a very long time. Says, well, that's the best thing for Nigeria. Kelechi says, no, they tire for this content. So is Nigeria the only country with indigenous ethnic nationalities? So which one is Massob again? I don't know why people are just saying of Massob. Massob has been here since. Equity says, who can predict how Nigeria will end? Nobody. Okay, Vitali says, last time I checked, Massob or whatever no longer exists. Well, it's obvious that they are still existing. As Father Umo says, Massob now shower quarters name now, so no need. Oh, as Abdullah says, so this group still exists after a long time of disappearance. Massob says, where appear to be any other group in the City Boys arranged. As Bamdele says, welcome my dear. Abamadinka says, okay, time to relaunch one of the fading franchise. Chijoke says, very good, because Yorubas and Fulani are corrupt failures. They hear the smell. He says, if you want to follow an Igbo man, tell him you go offer him Biafra. Ngozi says, the person that poses just wants to dash some people high blood pressure overnight. Comment section don't feel with from some people. Abel says, who is Massob? Is it another group of Biafra agitators? Jadamaya says, for peace and progress. Where's the UK? Rest in peace, Ewu. Rest in peace. I can't still call them Ewu. Tochukwu says, Massob is confused and don't know what they want. Diago says, Biafra is all we want. Oh, God, we can't share desires. Ethnic nationalities in Nigeria is more than 200. You should know this. In River State alone, it's more than 20. Okay. John Captain says, Nigeria cannot function properly without Biafra. Okay. Ladies and don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.